Hey guys, welcome back to Be Unique. I'm doing a updated foundation routine and highlight and contour routine. Like what you see, just keep watching. First things that you need to do before putting on foundation, you do need to prep your skin, and meaning you would get a primer spray. So my primer is the makeup primer spray by Skindinavia. I love this stuff. It just gives it a dewy finish, and I just spray it down the middle. Before you start your foundation, you really want to moisturize your skin. I use Embroyllisse. Have to still moisturize my face, even though my face does get pretty oily in the T-zone areas normally, sometimes around this area too. So I don't do this all neat. I just put it on like lotion. I use Philips, I know, but that's what I use. So, and I just only really focus Philips on my T-zone. Don't leave the primer spray alone. I kind of set it to the side because I use it throughout the entire time I'm putting on foundation. I take the brush, it's like a kabuki top brush. It's very soft and it's synthetic, and so I just spray the brush with the primer. And I use Studio Fix Fluid. This is the SPF 15, and the shade I'm in is NW45. So I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender, and then I'm just gonna bounce the beauty blender with no product all over my face, just to make sure that it's evenly spread all over. To concealer, and I use Heavenly Honey Black Opal Total Coverage Spot and Scar Eraser, and it looks like this. I hate this tube. I hate the applicator with that. Apply concealer on the points I want to highlight, which is underneath my eye, around this area, sort of over here, on the chin, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, those usual spots. I'm gonna just take a small angle brush like this, just to place the concealer on. I put it on the back of my hand to warm up the product some, although it is already creamy. I just still want to warm it up just a little bit. So I'm going to start from near my cheekbone. I don't take my concealer all the way down here because that's going to elongate my face, and my face is already long, so that's kind of something I don't want to happen. So I'm going to take it. I have high cheekbones, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going to stop it right above that. So I'm going to apply here first, and then move up because I don't want the concealer to crease underneath my eye. It's not something that you want. I want to get it as close to the bridge of my nose as possible because my nose is very wide, and I want to cinch my nose in. And I want to focus that in the middle and right here, right in the center right there, around this area here. My forehead, I'm going to keep it directly in the middle, not too far out, because if you go too far out, you make your forehead wider than what it really is. Unless that's what you want. Unless that's what you want. Down the bridge of my nose, and you want to make sure that it is connecting from your forehead to your nose. We're going to go with the same beauty blender that you use for foundation. Spray it again. This time we're going to use the pointier side of the beauty blender, and we're just going to blend that concealer. It's blending into your foundation seamlessly. Then my banana powder, and I also do toe pads. I mix those two together to get the particular payoff I'm looking for. Take another beauty blender. This one is a dry beauty blender. I'll dip it in your mix, and then you're just going to press the setting powder underneath there. Wherever you highlight, so this thing can cook. What I start doing, I just dust the top on my forehead and then my chin. What I use, NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat in the color Chestnut. Outline my brows on top, so putting on foundation before prevents me from going on top. Start from the middle and work my way to the end. Jordana, and this coffee bean, so it's not the darkest. Leave this area very bare because I wanted to keep it as natural as possible. So I just take the brush and I brush the product of whatever is there up and then across. My brows is on, I'm just going back over underneath my brows with the same concealer I use underneath my eyes and the rest of my face, just to clean up the more so towards the edge of my brows. So I'm going to start in the middle. The powder that you use for your face, sweep that right over the concealer so it blends with the rest of your face. Contour with a powder, and I usually just contour with CoverGirl Queen bronzer and Ebony Bronze. I'm going to take a flat brush like this one. Now mind you, there's some kind of shimmer in it because it is a bronzer instead of a contour, but you can, it's dark enough for me that I can use it as a contour. So I don't know if you can tell the hollows of my cheeks, right? Your contour is at an angle and you want to keep it there. You don't want to drag it too far down because then you're going to try to hide your entire side of your face. So if you can't find it, you can move your face to the side and it will show you, or you can make a fishy face. Put the majority of the products by my hairline, or the furthest to the back, because that's what I want to hollow. Like browns kabuki brush and take a little bit of that bronzer and go underneath my nose. So I'm trying to get that nice little butty nose, you know. So I want, you know, that end point to come out. This point right there that's shining. And then I'm going to put some right on there to give me a nice cute butty nose. Or soften my contour just a little bit with I'm gonna layer my blush, and this is Romantic Rose by Milani. So I tap it from the back, okay, from the side, and then just bring that product to the front, so it gives me, just warms it up so it's not so harsh and it's a gradient kind of, you know. Coral Cove next for my actual blush, right on top right here of the blush I put down, just to give some color to my face. And normally I would run it from the back to the front, because you want to deposit majority of that, because if you put it from the front to the back you really can't remove it. But I know how much product to deposit on my face. Together I just take my powder brush that I used with no product, and I just go along the blush and the contour just to marinate everything together on my forehead. The highlight, the holy grail highlight I use is Ruby Kisses All Over Glow in the color Flushed Glow, and it's like a peachy gold bronzer. I take a fan brush and then I just deposit that color on the highest points of my cheekbone, and that just gives such a, ooh baby, like, just love this thing. And it's just $3.99, $2.99 or $3.99. Dewy. That's just me. I love a dewy face, like done properly. I love it. Last thing you would do is just spray your setting spray. Of course, this is Skindinavia finishing spray, or I like to use which I'm almost out, the NYX Dewy finish. I absolutely love this. Sometimes I mix the two together, spray this then spray that. Yeah, so just spray all over, just to give that extra dewiness to the face.